is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I am Lucy Adeyemi. United Nations Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet said on Tuesday Burundi has forced the UN to shut its local human rights office after 25 years in the country. Bachelet said the government had declared the existence of the UN office was no longer justified as it had made so much progress in human rights. Bachelet did not agree. She said many of such advancements had been jeopardized since 2015 when President Pierre Nkurunziza announced he will seek a third term. 3 years ago, Burundi had suspended all cooperation with the UN office after a UN independent investigation published a report that said the government and its supporters were responsible for crimes against humanity. Somali environmentalists have rallied along a popular beach in the capital Mogadishu on Tuesday to raise people's awareness about the dangers of dumping waste along the Indian Ocean. The campaigners, mainly university students and volunteers from various environmental groups, took part in a cleanup exercise along the beach in an effort to help people realize that regular beach cleanup will ensure the Somali coast remains clean, to attract local and international tourists, and also to ensure the protection of the marine ecosystem. Several seafront hotels along the beach have been blamed for the high rates of pollution. With one of the longest coastlines in mainland Africa, the authorities have urged to maintain the country's pristine beaches and invest more in two lucrative industries, tourism and fishing, with the potential of reviving the Somali economy and creating employment opportunities in the Horn of African nation. We'll be back after this short break.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Zimbabwe's Reserve Bank has borrowed $985 million from African banks to purchase fuel and other critical imports. Reserve Bank Governor John Maguya said current reserves is insufficient to cover import, underscoring the severity of dollar shortages. So the central bank has borrowed money from banks in neighboring countries, including the Central Bank of Mozambique and the Southern African Trade and Development Bank. The governor said the loan will be repaid from future gold earnings. Zimbabwe is unable to obtain funding from the World Bank and other international lenders because of massive arrears. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump has extended existing U.S. sanctions on Zimbabwe for a further 1 year. Trump says the nation poses an unusual and extraordinary threat to U.S. foreign policy. That's CNN News Brief. Join us again at 5 for a full newscast. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.